All right, welcome back. Let's talk about Jeannie, and Mr. Jefferson. That's his name. Jenkins. Young Jeezy. Jenkins. Let's talk about Jeannie and Young Jeezy, right? So a little while back, Jeannie, Young Jeezy, they were married up to what, September? I don't know. Jeannie Mai and Young Jeezy. So Jeannie Mai has started to drag Young Jeezy in public now, starting small. Okay, he's starting to drag each other. Well, she came out. Well, the thing is that he filed for divorce. Okay, and he filed for divorce. She filed for he filed for divorce, and she apparently didn't see it coming. Okay. Now, the words on this social media street is that she kind of saw it coming, but not really. But she claims she didn't see it coming. She found out the same way that everybody found out, on social media. And the way I look at it is that when people file for divorce, whoever files for divorce often don't see it coming. Not that they don't see it coming, not that they don't see the warning signs and things like that. It's not that. It's just that it's your worst nightmare. You're always you never expect it. Okay, and it's mostly men that fall in this category because it's mostly women that file for divorce, right? That initiate divorce. So it's always like, no, I didn't see it coming. Like, no, you knew that relationship was crumbling. You knew that part, right? But you're hoping that another day will come. You figure it out. Maybe you tend to be the one to shut down. And you don't know, we always say we don't know people's threshold, right? To how far you need to take it before they pull the plug, right? By the time they pull the plug, it's 100% accurate that you never see it coming. That part, the feeling of, wow, somebody just pulled the rug from under you. That feeling like, wow, it's truly over, right? Oh, wow. The reality is that this is over. You don't see it coming. But we can't, like, the idea that you didn't know that this relationship was breaking down, yeah.
Stop the cap.
Nah. That's a lie. You knew that your behavior is not, you knew that it was toxic, okay? You knew that whatever was going on between the two of you, if we were to use that moment to determine the fate of that relationship, it's over. But you're hoping that you're caught up in your emotions, in your funk, you shut down, you yell at the person, you're disrespectful, you use some favorite colorful words to describe each other because, right? If that person was to use that moment when you're caught up in that to decide the fate of that relationship, particularly marriage, you knew that it was over, okay? But I get it that you always hope, at the back of your mind, you're like, I'm just upset right now. Can we get back to this tomorrow? Well, if you go back, I always say, allow people to go to bed. If you care, if you care about them, let them go to bed and you talk about it tomorrow. All that kind of stuff. That's fine. You can leave some room. But I also tell you, there's no guarantee that person can wait till tomorrow. They can wake up in the morning and go straight to the courthouse. There is no guarantee. So if you can find it in yourself to work on your relationship right in this moment, now is the time to do it, so that you don't come back like Jeannie later on and come and be telling us that you didn't see it coming. You saw it coming. You knew that relationship was funky. You knew that. So she was on Jennifer Hudson's show, claiming that she found out like everybody else. Okay, all right, good. If you want to claim that, but let me play this video from the Breakfast Club. I'm gonna react within the fair use guidelines. Let's see. There you go.
Is now speaking out on her unexpected divorce from Jeezy. And she went on the Jennifer Hudson show because that's where you go when you want to get your word across, I guess. we all know Jennifer Hudson's illiterate. Well,
Damn. She said Jennifer Hudson is illiterate. Why?
look, she went on the show to talk to her about whatever she wanted to talk about, and this is what she said about the divorce.
At the time when I found out, at the same time as the rest of the world, that my marriage was ending in divorce, I was gutted. Today, it's about picking up the pieces. It's about discovering me and being a mom to the best blessing in my life, my little girl.
Everyone is allowed to tell their story, but to your point, Jason, Jeezy is going out of his way to not be messy. Same situation happened.
All right, so I'm not sure what she's saying. They're saying she's stalking. But what I saw over the past few days is that she's kind of like indirectly suggested, right? She kind of like indirectly suggested that Jeezy cheated, right? And the suggestion apparently is people are interpreting it as designed to see if she can get money out of Jeezy, because they had a prenup. And if they had a prenup, in that prenup apparently, okay, some people have read it, okay, in that prenup, if there was any kind of infidelity, she stands to get some money out of Jeezy, and so she's trying to suggest that so that they can try to explore that. But my thing is that hopefully there's nothing there, because if there is something there, those prenups, they can crack them, they can crack them open. The words in the social media street is that she's trying to crack that prenup open. Let's continue here.
Happened with me when I hosted the Daily Show back in November. Reached out to Jeezy to be a guest. Jeezy was like, I just don't want to have to talk about the divorce. You know what I mean? So he's going out of his way to not want to be messy. So I feel like she's starting to get a little messy, and I don't like it.
Oh, it gets better than that. And see, it's the grace that you give that people don't see, that you don't get credit for. A few days before that, she said that she alleged that he cheated on her, and per their
okay, so she actually alleged that he cheated. All right, so that's as confirmed as it gets. All right. So she's gonna. But what I saw after that is that he came back. He came back and said there's no such thing. There was no cheating or anything like that. There's some statement that came out of his camp that there was no such thing as cheating. Let's go. Let's keep going.
Prenup, Jeezy's gonna have to pay up a whole bunch of money, and so his lawyer's saying that it's all cap, and I don't.
Of course it's cap. Black men don't cheat.
That's cap.
All right, black men don't cheat. Do you guys believe that? You don't have to believe it is true. Black men don't cheat. Black men absolutely don't cheat. Let me see this video right here. Let's see here. All right, so let me play this. I'll play this one from People and Jennifer Hudson.
Things are different from the last time you were here. Some unexpected news broke about your marriage.
I was going through things, and marriage ended in divorce, and it was kind of hard. So yeah, it's what I'm dealing with day by day,
And
Let me see here. Before we continue, let me just say hello to my G, Yvette. Hello, Yvette. Good to see you. All right, let's keep going.
how are you doing now?
Well, I think I'm doing better now. I think at the time when I found out,
She seemed like she lost weight. Is it me?
at the same time as the rest of the world, that my marriage was ending in divorce, I was gutted. So yeah, today it's about picking up the pieces. It's about discovering me and being a mom to the best blessing in my life, my little girl.
Oh, stop the cat. It's gonna. Let's see here. Oh, shout out to the little girl, by the way. Shout out to the little girl. But let me play. Shout out to Natu. Natu said Big Mouth. Let me play the Big Mouth small.
Black men don't cheat.
Real niggas don't cheat.
You don't think so?
Hell no.
Oh no.
Okay,
Jason
see,
Lee?
I don't know what movement you got Jeezy a part of. I don't think he cheated either. And the thing about it is, once you get a chance to meet Jeezy and get to know Jeezy, he just seems like a really solid dude. Now, for people who forgot, especially Jennifer Hudson, this is why these daytime talk shows are failing, because y'all don't be doing your real work. Remember Jeannie Mai was on The Real, keeping it real about what she really thought about black men, actually dark-skinned black men? This is what she said.
You dated black guys.
Love black. I did. But for me, dark meat on the side, white keeps me mean and lean. You know, that's why.
All right, this is why it's cap, okay?
Stop the cap.
Gia said, how is that cap? She's the same woman talking right now. That's why, okay? Like I said, not the little girl part, right? I'm just like, I think this both of them, I think they went into that marriage. I don't know. I think they represent a lot of people that go into marriage these days. They're extremely disrespectful to marriage. And marriage is not anybody's mate. If you go in there unprepared, you collect. That's why I'm saying that in particular. If you notice, even when Jeezy was talking to a lot of the accurate talk or anything like that, just keep it inside. You know, just keep it inside if you can. But right now we're getting words that they're starting to drag themselves. You know, and that right there is your evidence that people like this, they never prepared before they go in there. They might say some nice things. They might say things like, I'm gonna be feminine, you know, I'm gonna be feminine when I get into my, what's, you know, there's one thing to say that in words, there's one thing to actually show that out, right? So, and then in terms of Jeezy, I don't think he was prepared. I think you know, if this statement was out there like this, it's just dangerous to marry this kind of woman. Okay, listen again.
I married white man. That's what I like.
She liked dark meat on the side. Okay, now she might have changed her mind, but those kind of words, they come from a very, very deep place. It's very hard to change that. You know, yeah, that she's changed that. You know, it will show in our attitude, our mindset in that marriage, and it will show in weird ways that you be like, this is not relevant to dark meat. I know, because it's always deeper. Let's keep going.
I mean, clearly that stance changed. I would love to hear how she feels about dark meat now, though. Somebody would have to ask her how she feels about dark meat, and they should ask her just like that.
After a dark meat just filed divorce, how do you want her to feel? She's probably going to resent the whole idea. Like, I should have stayed with the white meat. The white meat never divorced her. I don't think so. I think she filed for divorce from the previous marriage. Right? So, of course, she's probably going to resent the dark meat right now. Right? Yeah, not to exactly. She should definitely be quiet and go somewhere. She shouldn't be on the shows where she's talking about that right now at all. They will forever drag her about that. You know, she said it now. She said that she's picking the pieces of her life. I don't think that's cap. No. It's not. Not that part. Okay, not that part. All right. The whole thing, the whole statement. What do you call it? The whole speech. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, stop the cap. She needs to do. This is why I said that. This statement right here from Natu. She should be quiet and go to therapy. Is what I'm trying to say. Not the particulars of what she's saying.
So, Jeannie, how do you feel about dark meat now?
I mean, part of the challenge is a lot of women who are not black women, let's just keep it real, fetishized black men because of our penises and all of that, and the swag.
Is that a reality as far as you guys are concerned? Does a lot of non-black women fetishize black men? Is that a real thing, in your opinion? All right. Yvette says, that's right, MOP. That statement from her came from a dark place. Yeah, I don't know. That statement cannot be okay. I know it's a while back, but we don't have any type of statement from her retracting that. But I think she alluded to him sending X-rated message to some other women. So who knows if he cheated or not? Yes, I think there's a statement out there. There's some very vague statement that's shown up in their court documents of some stuff that was sent, nothing physical, purely emotional. I'm not sure if the court is going to use that, right? Can the court use it? Yes, but it just depends. Can they use that to crack would they say infidelity, emotional message was sent to a woman, some kind of screenshot from nowhere? Can they accept that to use that to crack open the prenup? Honestly, I don't know.
you know, whatever. But we don't know exactly what went on in their marriage, right?
Nothing. I know black men don't cheat, and I don't like this lie that Jeannie Mai'S perpetuating that black men cheat. Okay. Black men do not
Tristan
cheat.
Thompson is still in these streets, and
He's a
black
young he's moving like a young boy. Black men don't cheat.
All right, you got it. Some people were stuck on the. Let me see here. Okay, so this is the other video that I was playing earlier. Let me go back to it. Let's see if we can get some more out of her.
Accentuating the positive
Absolutely.
and the beauty in
I
life.
think even though this year I met the most broken version of me, I also met the strongest version of
I
me
love
today.
how you said that. That's going to empower so many.
Yeah.
All right, so ladies, this show, would you agree that this type of shows, this Oprah Winfrey types of shows, are designed to oh wait, no audio, okay, can you guys hear me? Let me see. Can you guys hear me? I can hear myself. Right? Do you agree that these shows are designed to do that? After every statement, they clap again. Like, this is why I said stop the clap earlier.
To hear you say it like that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a show. It's okay. It's not that deep. It's okay that they clap. Okay.
Oh, how is your beautiful baby doing?
Oh my God, Monaco is everything.
She don't care about that baby right now. Okay, she cares about her baby. I'm sorry. Okay. What I'm trying to say is that divorce. Okay. I'm not trying to say anything. Let's leave it alone. Okay. But I wonder why she's on this show. Is she promoting something? She's everything.
She's so cute. She's just my whole world. I think, you know, we're present and we're alive right now. But I think every parent can tell you that when you have a baby, you get a chance to be born again. This entire world has become a whole different place to me with different colors and sights and sounds because of Monaco. So reliving my...
Do you think it's possible that she could not handle her marriage because of a newborn baby? Is that possible? I think a lot of people are ending up in divorce because of not being properly prepared for how a young bundle can absolutely change their world around upside down. I think a lot of people are not prepared for that, or they don't have enough in their tank to be able to cater to each other. Is that possible? The answer is yes, it's possible. Okay. All right. Now, you can never be fully prepared for it, but you can at least be aware that a baby coming into your world can make a woman act a certain way, can make a man react a certain way if he's not aware that that's a real thing, right? Absolutely. You know, I'm looking at that baby. That baby is quite young.
My life and reparenting myself.
So it's probably easier for them to be in love until the baby came, right? It's probably easier for them. It's easier for all of us to be in love until the baby comes, and there's certain dynamics that change. And if one person, at least one person, is not able to handle that properly, or the other person, if they are not aware, if you mix that together, they're not aware that this is a real thing, yes, they can literally destroy their marriage with their own hands. Let's be clear about that.
Through this little girl has been the greatest gift of my life.
Wow, that is
very
so
much.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, are you teaching her Vietnamese?
I am. I'm teaching her Vietnamese, so she speaks English and Vietnamese. And I mean, she pretty much understands everything we say in Vietnamese, which is so cool, because that's how I learned to speak. I have to speak it fully at home, and then when you go to school, you'll learn English like that. But now she's starting to mix Vietnamese. Like, she popped out the other day saying, "What the hell?" Like,
Wait, what? She said, "What the hell?"
And how old is she?
she's
Okay, the baby said, "What the hell?"
23 months. So I'm gonna clean that up before she goes to school, folks.
Wait,
And how old is she?
She's 23 months. So I'm gonna clean that up before she goes to school, folks. I'm gonna get that together.
Where did she learn it from?
That's the question. I'm pretty sure
where did she learn that from? Or where did he learn? Is he a he or she?
we know which side of the family it was, though. I can tell you that.
How was your mother?
My mom is okay, so the holidays is Mama Mai's time. No, actually, the whole year is her time.
It's
always about her. But this holiday season, Mama Mai is she's about making it the greatest, biggest celebration of Monaco's life, because every year, you know, as a kid goes 2, 3, 4, they discover the holidays in a greater way. So she's got a treat.
All right. So anyway, she's not saying much. She's not saying much. I'll leave it at that for now. But we're going to be watching. We'll be seeing what the news says about them. We'll see where to go with this. But this is stuff you guys should pay attention to. They are celebrities, but they are human beings. Okay. Some things may be blown out of proportion because of social media and the fact that they're celebrities, but at the very core, we're all the same, okay? And that's what you should look out for. What is it about these people that's common across the board when it comes to us? That's something you should pay attention to. Let me see here. Hold on one second. All right. So there's the rest of the article here. I'll read some of it. So Jeannie says she learned Jeezy filed for divorce at the same time as the rest of the world. I was gutted. And they said Jeannie is opening up. This is according to people.com. Is opening up about her divorce from her ex Jeezy. The former The Real co-host said that she is dealing with her split from the rapper who filed for divorce in September, day by day, as she appeared. She said, even though this year I met the most broken version of me, I also met the strongest version of me. I agree with that statement. Divorce will do that to you. It was kind of hard. So yeah, it's what I'm dealing with day by day, All right, let me see here. A rep for Jeezy did not immediately respond to people's request for comment on Monday. So today it's about picking up the pieces. It's about discovering me. Of course, she's discovering her now. I wonder what she did between the last marriage and this marriage. But now she's discovering her again. And at some point, if I stumble upon it, I'll bring it up. I'm curious to know what happened in the previous marriage. What I think I've seen somewhere is that the previous husband tried to speak out, but a lot of people were like, he's a loser. He should just go and sit down somewhere, right? So we don't know. We don't know yet. The only thing we know right now is that Jeezy is like my mental health. I need to protect me. I cannot disagree with that man in that way, okay? Because only God knows what he's talking about, okay? And she came back and said, well, you cheated. So open up the banks and the books. We need to crack open this prenup because she basically filed a divorce. She filed a counterclaim to the divorce, basically. And now she's talking, So now they could go their separate ways. Somebody's going to be like, she should play fair and go separate way. Sorry, that's not how it works. Once you collect break fast, there's no guarantee. Okay? In fact, it's more likely that that person will show you shaggy. Because rejection is not anybody's mate, okay, in any form or format, okay? So they will show shaggy, especially if there's resentment. They feel like, listen, yeah, if you're asking for fairness here, you have unrealistic expectations. If they go through this with fairness, if it looks like fairness, okay, to us, you should be surprised, okay? It's not like it's impossible, but you should actually be surprised, okay? You should be surprised, okay? So yeah, Tina says she's not saying much. No, the only thing I've seen her say is that he cheated. That's what they're carrying around social media, at least, allegedly. So she's not saying much, And if he cheated, then they should crack the whole thing open then. It's what it is. If that's what the prenup says, then that's what it is, prenup does not protect. Are you getting the memo here that prenup does not really protect people? Are you getting the memo? Right? The only thing that protects people is to work on themselves as individuals. I'm not talking about both should protect each other now. That's a given. If people feel good, they will protect you. If your spouse is feeling good inside of the relationship, they will protect you, right? But when you find yourself in this kind of situation and she's already claiming that I got completely sidetracked by this, if you're expecting fairness, you have unrealistic expectations, and that behavior is going to show out in your personal relationships. You should understand human beings for what they are and understand that you have the power of influence. But if you are going to be in denial about how people behave, then you deserve everything that comes with that as well. He wanted children, but he didn't at that time. Okay, that's what the dude, right? The previous, yeah, I saw that somewhere too, you know. But this is going to be an interesting story to continue to, we'll continue to look at. Her mom, Mama Mai, says, "What the hell all the time?" Oh, there you go. There you go. That woman had anger issues, which she did not manage well, and I believe the man thought she would change, which did not happen. She's admitted to that, right? She has said it before. Yep, she's admitted. We've covered that here before. She's admitted to that. Yvette says, yes, when I was in university some years ago, there were white women students who verbalized, fantasized about going out with black guys. Black guys there in my group. Interesting it was. Yeah, I believe that. So it's going to be an interesting story to continue to watch, but there's going to be tons of lessons in it, okay? You might say young Jeezy is coming from a place of trauma. Okay, there's nothing new about that. Most of us have a lot of stuff we bring to the table, and that's not a positive thing, okay? And because why? Because you're bringing another person. Now, it can be a positive thing if you're aware, okay? If you're well learned, if you're taking the time to take this opportunity to learn, right? If the other person is bringing something else to the table and you're bringing something else to the table, you can interpret that as versatility, right? It's like you bring two words together, or you can interpret that as bass bros. It's completely up to you. So you can't blame this is equal across the board. Where all marriages, they're all coming from two different places, right? So there's nothing new about that. So what do you do with that, right? That's the question. What do you do with that information, knowing that every marriages, people are gonna, even Adam and Eve, okay, I know one came from the rib, right? Even Adam and Eve, they will come from two different perspectives, and you can think about that at the macro level, you can think about that at the micro level, event by event, cases by cases. There's gonna be differences. That can be a beautiful thing, and it can also be a negative thing. It's completely up to you what you do with that, okay? So now, if somebody is outrightly saying they like dark meat on the side, I would have paid attention to that if I knew, okay? But she was also like, she said, there's a video where she said, let me see if I can find that video. There's a video where she said, I'm gonna be feminine to my husband, right? And that's applaudable. That's applaudable. That's something that, that we should applaud, the fact that she was willing, right? But over time, we'll find out where the disconnect is. Was she faking it? Some people were calling her a chameleon, right? Do you think she was being a chameleon? Would you guys agree to that? That she was outrightly just trying to deceive this man, or she was actually trying to see if she can change? People are actively trying to change. There are some people like that, but they don't have enough. If they don't have enough, it's not enough, right? There's some people like that. So I'm trying to see. Let me see here. So another thing that I've seen earlier on today is that she's policing how the custody arrangement already, right? She's determining, that's what I've seen allegedly, that she's already determining. Okay, so I'm actually reading a statement here from their statement. I'm just going to read this. It says, as such petitioner respectfully submits that it is necessary and appropriate. Hold on one second. Let's see here. That it's necessary and appropriate for the court to hold a hearing to address temporary legal and physical custody arrangements in this matter and enter a temporary order in accordance with the best interest of the child, which will serve to protect the child's welfare, reduce strife between the parties, and help this case to a final resolution. I don't see anything wrong with that statement. It's a legal statement. All right. Relatedly, let me see here. Relatedly, The court has the authority to modify its temporary custody and parenting time orders at any time until the entry of the final decree of divorce. Do you think they're going to play fair? Right? So there's already bickering. So so if you remember the statements from the actual divorce document of Jeezy, he just wanted amicable. There's a prenup. Everything should be done according to the prenup. The overall vibe I'm getting from her legal documents, I'm not gonna read that. The overall vibe I'm getting is that no, we have to assess everything now, rightfully so. I tell people this all the time. If somebody said no contest, that's how they say it, right? No contest, divorce, no contest. Let's just do it amicably. Let's go our separate ways. If there are no children involved, sure, okay, there's nothing wrong. That's fine, you know. I'm with that. However, if there are children involved, get a lawyer to help you. Okay, get a lawyer to help you. The legal language can be confusing to a regular human being. Okay, don't go there and be assuming that you can read it yourself. Like, you need to have other people read it. Okay, you need to protect your children's interest at least. Honestly, you should protect your interest too. But I mean, since you're already in that space, you know, you should protect your interest as well. You know. Let me see. Let's see here. There's a statement that I'm looking for. Okay. All right, I found it. Okay. All right, so I found the statement. I'm going to play it, then we'll move on to the next statement here. Let's see.
So the actual definition of submit is to accept or yield to a superior force or to the authority or will of another person. So I'm going to say right here that I, Jeannie Mai, going into my marriage, I want to submit to my man.
The lady said, I want to submit to my man. She didn't say she was going to do it.
All right. That's cap too. I think she probably was trying to do it. She was trying to do it. Now, to want to do something and to have the skills, to have the support system to do that thing is completely two different things. Okay, it's two different things. All right. Not to say it cannot be amicable. Baba started with violence. Yeah, I mean, that's true. That's the other angle, right? So the vibe I'm getting from his document, his divorce document, is like, let's just, right? But obviously we know that that's not real, you know, that he's just looking to run as far away from this woman as possible. And that's the vibe I'm getting overall. The document says, you know, amicable, and she's like, hey, you want to just go out there and continue with the person I saw a message with, right? Okay.
Child, there is God.
She's like, nah, Baba, come back here. You collect.
Sorry.
Yeah, she's not having it, you know. And that's what you should expect when divorce happens. If you don't work on your relationships, well, start with yourself. If you don't work on yourself, build your skills, get the game you need, right? If you enter a marriage and you end up in divorce, you should expect that people's feelings are gonna get all mixed up in a funk. It's gonna be funky, and and I still advise that you should hire a lawyer to protect your interest. That's gonna come off on the other side as you don't want this to be amicable, right? Like, don't be looking for fairness, okay? Let the professionals orchestrate the fairness for you, okay? So that's that. Again, we'll follow the story. We'll see how that goes as time goes on, okay? I'll be right back.
Beautiful girl, spoiling everything. I find a beautiful girl.
it's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.